Why is my gameplay recording paused? Is this recording? What's happening, dudes? Back playing more Vampyr. We're on part 3 now. We're just after arriving at the hospital. We're getting to know a few people before we go into our office and progress the story. I'm just trying to get a feel for people, find out what clues I'm going to need to know about them before I level them up so I can eat them and level up myself. Where's the girl here?
Good evening. I'm Dr. Reed.
No.
Really? Why are you here then?
I don't want to talk.
I suppose that this pain is the reason you're here. Is someone taking care of you?
Did you get that?
And no.
Could you at least tell me your name, sir?
Mortimer. Mortimer.
Oh. You're in a heap. Not even worth killing.
How painful.
So painful, I'd rather not talk.
I'm sure you realize a doctor and his patient have to communicate, sir. Would it help if I gave you some paper and a pen?
Not really.
I see.
Oh, fuck you, dude.
Then maybe it's not just your throat that hurts.
Yes, maybe. But I don't want to.
You're an asshole.
How?
So painful.
I'll let you get...
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, Mr. Gos.
I'm okay.
I know I said to let you rest, but tell me about yourself.
Tell me about you.
I don't want to.
An asshole. Useless.
I have to go now, sir. But don't hesitate to contact me if you need any help.
You better start talking if
Good evening,
you don't want to end up as a
Can I
juicy
help?
snack.
It's my son who needs...
I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed.
I'm Beatrice Goswick, mother of Mortimer Goswick. Could you check on him, please, Dr. Reed?
I did. He won't
I've
fucking
heard
talk
much
to
of
me.
your talents as a physician.
What can you tell me about...
Not much to say. Just take...
May I ask if you have an...
I'm a teacher by profession. I teach you...
Oh.
Are you really that rich? Most...
Yes. Thanks to my husband. May he...
Loaded.
What do you think of your reception?
I have had the uttermost reservations about this hospital.
Is there something in particular that's bothering you?
Some of the staff were not especially welcoming.
Tell me more about your arrival at the Pembroke Hospital. What gave you such a bad first impression?
The ambulance driver was quite rude, for a start. And that nurse, Miss
Which
Hawkins,
one?
seems
Oh.
to have quite a dubious attitude.
Tell me about it.
She managed to secure a bed for my son despite the epidemic.
I share your concern, Mrs.
I don't expect compensation, Dr. Reed.
She charged you for a bed?
Yes, and I paid without question.
Right.
Goodbye,
Okay.
Mrs. Goswell.
I'm alright. Don't waste your time with me.
Jesus. Who are you? Have I talked to you? Yeah. You're a little short arse, aren't you?
Good evening, Doctor. I believe we're going to be working together.
Dr.
You're a
Reed,
different short arse.
Dr. Swansea informed us of your arrival, but I could not...
Thank you.
I am Thoreau Strickland, Dr. Thoreau Strickland. I'm a great admirer of your work, Doctor.
Please, could you tell me something about yourself?
I'm a great admirer of your work concerning blood transfusion, Dr. Reed. I run my own experiments. I'm convinced it's the future.
Okay, I like your ambition.
I based my technique on my mentor's research. He helped me perfect my method.
Gotta charge my
What is
phone.
yours?
I'd rather not talk about it. For now, it's just theories and first approach. My process is purely experimental and unsuccessful.
As long as
Oh.
you're cautious and methodical, you may remain empty-handed, but you won't fail.
You're not the first one to warn me, but I am convinced knowledge is the main weapon against the ravages of this epidemic.
Hey, I said that.
What made you choose to be...
I'm not ashamed to admit you and your work have...
It's always a pleasure to share scientific and medical knowledge with someone eager to learn. I'll be glad to help.
This epidemic may be the century's most terrible disaster, but I'm convinced that we, as doctors, are the only ones able to defeat it.
I like this dude's ambition.
What can you tell me about the...
Well, it has always been an honor to work with Dr. Swansea.
Need my help?
Do you need help with anything?
Well, yes, maybe. I'm waiting for a batch of products I ordered for my personal research, yet my suppliers...
Do you want me to play the errand boy?
Oh no, Dr. Reed. But if you went personally to his shop, what with your reputation and all, he wouldn't dare to refuse the products I need.
I see. Well, give me the address, for I may pass by if I have time. You seem quite optimistic. It's a rare and precious attitude in these difficult times.
I'm convinced that this epidemic is a test of endurance and dedication for us men of science.
Questions remain about our capacity to resolve the situation.
True, true. Last summer, during the first wave of the epidemic, I used to joke with Milton about the extra work. We're not smiling now.
I don't know, you seem fucking cheery enough, lad.
What do you think of Dr. Ackroyd's aversion to modern medical methods?
It's a shame he's so narrow-minded. Dr. Swansea taught me that science is about exploring uncharted territory. I'm convinced that's true.
With the influenza and all that's going on, you should put your differences aside, don't you think? Why is it so difficult to work together?
I believe that if Dr. Ackroyd had been the one to discover the transfusion process, he would be the first to recommend its use.
So you believe it's just a question of jealousy and pride?
Dr. Ackroyd is as proud as he is blinded by his obsolete concept of medical science.
Yeah, we might have to kill him.
Tell me more about your willingness to experiment with new medical techniques.
Harvey Fiddick is a patient suffering from a severe injury that could cripple him if not treated correctly. I'm convinced your blood transfusion technique could help him.
What is it you really want? To save him, or to prove your point?
Fair question. I want nothing but to save my patient, Dr. Reed. Especially since I know Mr. Fiddick's story.
Tell me Mr. Fiddick's story.
Our first diagnosis was compromised because Mr. Fiddick lied to us about the real origin of his injury. He first claimed it was an accident.
But why would he hide such crucial information from us?
Because he is a proud father, ashamed of putting his children at risk because of his own negligence.
This personal involvement could also appear to be a lack of impartiality. You must know that a good surgeon must remain neutral.
I agree. But that does not excuse Dr. Ackroyd's behavior. A man who did not even take time to converse with his patient.
Do you think keeping his distance was a mistake?
All I know is that I'm taking care of human beings with desires, hopes, and fears.
Ooh, yummy fear.
Some biological machine comprised of blood, bones, and flesh.
I like this guy.
Goodbye, Dr. Strickland.
You want to talk, buddy? Got
Good
something on your
evening,
mind?
sir. I'm Dr. Reed. May I help you?
I don't know if a third opinion is needed. Your colleagues are already arguing about my condition.
I see.
I'm Harvey Fiddick. All I want is to get me bloody arm fixed properly.
Tell me about yourself.
I'm just a regular guy waiting to get his arm fixed, so I can return to work and to my family.
I was more curious about what you were doing before being hospitalized.
I'm a carpenter, and a good one too. But that means I need both arms to feed my family, Dr. Reed.
Yep. Yes, you do.
Are you satisfied with your treatment here?
Well, it's clear that I've chosen a bad time to be injured. Forgive my bluntness, but you seem overwhelmed by cases of the flu.
I won't lie to you about it. I'm afraid we are.
Are you sure you don't want to operate yourself, Dr. Reed? I have the feeling you're very capable. And your colleagues seem to think so too.
In
Thank
other
you.
circumstances, you would be right. But for now, I don't think I can take on the responsibility. My apologies.
That's not very satisfying of an answer. I didn't mean to do that. I really didn't mean to do that.
Good evening, Mr. Fiddick.
Good evening, Dr.
I was just
Is there
wondering.
anything else that's bothering you?
I'm all right, considering the state.
Tell me about the doctors who are up.
Strickland and Aykroyd.
What do you mean?
I often had professional arguments with rivals on a building site. Difference is, I disagreed about wooden nails, not flesh and bones.
Tell me about your injury, Harvey. Why do you feel so guilty about
So
it?
fucking ominous of a
Died
voice.
because of me. And now I may lose everything because I've been careless enough to hurt myself. What an arsehole.
Aw.
How could your job be responsible for your wife's death?
I was working a double. She went out to bring me a hot meal and got caught in a German bomb raid.
Damn.
You can't hold yourself responsible for your injury, Mr. Fiddick. Unless you tried to hurt yourself.
Of course I didn't hurt myself. But I can't work until my arm is fixed. My children need to eat, Doctor.
Yeah. I could turn them into vampires and we could,
Tell
you know,
me
just
more
eat people.
about the death of your wife, Harvey.
I want to know about how your mom or your wife died.
Building workshops for the Royal Flying Corps. Helen was happy I wasn't sent to the front.
What happened?
The Germans sent Zeppelins to bomb the construction site, but they missed their target. My wife was bringing my dinner when the bombs fell.
Are your
How are
children
your
cool?
children after losing their mother?
They were smaller then. The only good thing about this is my Helen didn't bring them with her that night.
I'm sorry for your loss. So many died during the bombings. I served in France and witnessed the carnage there.
You wanna
I'd like to
salute
say
me?
She didn't suffer. Truth is, I have no idea. I just know that I'm all that me kids have. Poor little bleeders.
Bleeders. Give me the bleeding children.
Goodbye for now, Mr. Fiddick. I'll see you later.
Later, Fiddick, home dog. Why didn't he finish it? I think this is the last
Good
clue I
evening,
need
Mr.
from.
Fiddick.
Good evening, Dr. Reed. Any news about my operation?
You seem worried about the safety of your
You
family.
seem worried about your
That's
family.
obviously the reason why your wound troubles you so much.
I cannot give up on my children now. They both need me living.
What about their mother, if I may ask?
Oh my
She
god,
died
dude.
in 1915 during one of the first Zeppelin.
How do you know she died if you never found her body?
Goodbye for now, Mr. Fiddick. I'll see you later.
You always knew the words to calm the children, Helen. As for me, what a blundering idiot.
Jeez, this guy is so hard on himself. is Wednesday, my dudes. You're shit stain, aren't you?
I'm quite busy right now, Dr. Reed.
Yeah, I don't like you.
Thank you for your time. We'll talk later.
I need to start remembering faces. I'm gonna be forever fucking talking to the same 5 people. What was that? No longer take. Oh, that sucks. Yeah.
As for me,
Where the fuck are the stairs? We've talked.
Good evening, Dr. Strickland.
And
Yeah,
good evening
you're-
to you, Dr. Reed.
You're ambitious, dude.
Goodbye, Dr. Strickland.
Gonna have to assign people nicknames. Bitch face.
Good evening, miss. I'm Dr. Reed, the new surgeon at the...
Your name has no meaning to me, mortal.
Oh,
You're nothing but dust blown by the winds of eternity.
I beg your
Jesus
What are you
Christ.
begging for, mortal? My clemency? Well, tonight maybe I'm inclined to mercy. You'll never forget the night you met Thelma Howcroft.
You keep calling me mortal. Why is that? And if I'm mortal, what are you?
Well, Dr. Reed, if you must know, I'm a vampire.
Oh, I can't mesmerize her. Can I? No, I can't.
Do you
Interesting.
require my services, Miss Howcroft?
I have no need for your medicine, Dr. Reed. Blood is the only drug I need.
God damn. She's not a vampire.
I'm assuming you must be a patient here. Am I right, Miss Howcroft?
It's only a cover. To hide from my enemies. I can leave whenever I want. As a woman, a spirit, fog, or bat.
You were talking out of your fucking ass.
Who are these enemies you mentioned?
I cannot say for sure. But I sense their eyes on me from nearby. I feel them watching me every time I visit the garden near the morgue.
Okay, that's interesting.
The staff here are not your enemy. They're here to help you.
I'm not speaking of the doctors in white. I'm speaking of the men and women who hunt me. For I am a vampire.
I see.
No, you're not.
Don't worry. These people will not find you here.
You're
I'll
mentally
personally make
unwell.
sure they leave you alone.
Thank you, mortal. But do not interfere with them, for you are no match for those that hunt me.
Yeah, whatever, bitch.
And why do you believe you're a vampire?
I don't need to believe anything. It is what I am. It is what I feel within this hollow shell of flesh.
I see. Have you ever heard of Cotard syndrome, Miss Howcroft?
Never.
It's a mental illness discovered by a French neurologist named Jules Cotard.
Drop that
The
knowledge.
affected patients are delusional. They believe that they are putrefying, that they are dead, a ghost or a ghoul, or in your case, a vampire.
Delusional, you say? Oh, sad and petty mortal. You can't even begin to understand the concept of immortality. And you think it is I who am delusional.
Bitch, please.
Please, describe to me how you feel. What is it like to be a vampire?
I can hear my body crumble from the inside as my flesh cracks and fades. I sense the last pulse of postulant blood within my drying veins. I need new blood.
You were talking so far to your ass, lady.
Who are you really, Miss Howcroft? I mean, apart from being a vampire.
Is that not enough for you, puny mortal? What do you require? Proof of my powers?
Yeah.
I'm curious to know who you were before becoming a vampire.
It was such a long time ago, I don't remember. Centuries of unholy life can have strange effects on one's minds, you see?
You're so full of shit. You're
I'll leave
unbelievably
you,
full of shit.
Mistress of the Dark, to your nocturnal activities.
This poster looks familiar. Very, very familiar. Very appropriate to the times. Alright, bitch face. I just realized I can do the medical evaluation.
It's locked, all right.
What? What? Fuck you! It was just open. Oh. I think they're different ladies. Yo.
Good evening, nurse.
Good evening, Doctor.
Oh, you're not bitch face.
I don't think we've been introduced yet.
No, we have
My
not.
name is Pippa Hawkins.
And I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. Dr. Swansea has recently...
Well, it's a euphemism that your help will be appreciated, Doctor.
How is the Pembroke staff coping with the epidemic?
Well, not well. Milton, the ambulance driver, is even more grumpy than usual. Especially concerning doctors.
Seem fresh with me.
Why is Milton grumpy on a daily basis?
Milton's not the kind of man who's bothered about a bad reputation, whether he deserved it or not.
Why does Milton dislike doctors?
I don't know. Just ask him. But be warned, Milton is not the chatty type.
I'll make him talk, don't worry.
Do you need medical help yourself, nurse?
I'm fine, really. I just need to sleep.
Come sleep with me.
How long have you been a nurse?
Well, long enough to see that the epidemic is winning.
You'd be surprised what dedication can achieve, Nurse Hawkins. In medicine, sometimes we're just a test result away.
Sorry, Doctor. I don't want to sound
Hey,
bitter,
sweetheart.
but I'm just too tired to give a pep talk like Nurse
How are you?
Brannigan.
That's good.
How is the...
Well, not well.
How would you describe the situation at the Pembroke Hospital?
It's serious. The flu is wreaking havoc.
Get a grip.
You must get a hold of yourself, nurse.
Sorry, I'm exhausted. No one has any idea.
Nurse Hawkins, the Spanish flu won't
It's hard to
last
tell
forever.
when you're gonna
Even
get
the Black Plague didn't kill everyone.
I wish I could believe you.
the option to say
What
both
if this epidemic was worse?
dialogue
What if
choices,
in the end, nobody was spared?
and sometimes you get one reply, and
Goodbye, Nurse Hawkins.
if you try to repeat the conversation, it will just repeat the same conversation you just had.
Daily routine.
What's happening, dog? Not
evening,
looking
sir.
too hot.
Can I help you?
Unless you're here to fix my face. No. I don't think you can help me.
I
I'm
don't
Dr.
think anyone
Reed.
can fix that.
I've recently taken the position
Stadia.
of head surgeon here. War injuries, am I right?
You guessed right, Doctor. German shell took my pretty little mug right off. But they still call me Thomas Elwood.
Soldier, do you need assistance?
I'm fine. Just do something for this pain, will you? That's all I'm asking.
I could end it. End it all if you really like.
How is your stay with us, Mr. Elwood?
Oh, it's bliss. I just escaped death in the trenches to be surrounded again by the moans of the dying.
Can I ask you precisely?
It's the pain, sir. The drugs don't work. It just hurts under the scars, if you get my drift.
Can I do anything for your pain?
Nurses gave me a bunch of pills. No effect. Told you. It's like the flames are under my skin, burning away.
Who is treating you? Is someone in particular looking after your case?
Nobody since the old and tired doctor spoke to me. Started to think I was forgotten about. Wouldn't blame you.
You don't seem worried by that.
My face hurts so much more when I smile or cry. I've learned it's easier not to speak. But be assured I'm smiling.
This dude's fucking weird.
Where were you stationed, sir?
I really don't want to talk about...
No offense. I was pushing too much.
You were an officer, weren't you? Then I doubt we fought the same war, sir. No offense.
I've no comment to make here. But this dude is awfully proud of his service in France, and anyone who seems like really affected by the war doesn't seem to want to talk about it all too much. So, frontline soldiers, not talking too much.
How close are you to Miss Horcroft? Are you
all
aware
I'll say.
that she thinks she is a vampire?
To wait for her next nibble is the best reason to stay here. Every time she approaches my bed, she treats me like something tasty. A normal person.
Aren't you afraid? She may hurt you if the game goes too far.
She's quite harmless, I can assure you. Her head's broken inside is all. While I'm busted on the outside.
So do you let her bite you? You know that...
And why not? She's only supping a few drops of me blood. And the pain, it's real for once.
She could decide to bite less willing patients.
Then it's another good reason for me to stay here, Doctor.
You do realize she's mentally disturbed. It's called the Cotard syndrome. She truly believes she's a vampire.
In her madness, she never refers to my scars. And frankly, if I could, I'd join her world. It seems much more fun than the real one.
Might be fair.
Goodbye for now, Mr. Elwood.
Oh, the other...
Good evening, Mr. Hampton. How do you
Oh.
feel?
Dr. Reed, is it? Oh, sir, I must apologize for my behavior.
What do you mean?
I was not myself in the factory. Fear and exhaustion made me say awful things to you, I'm afraid.
You remained perfectly nice and polite. A little delirious, perhaps. But who wouldn't be after enduring an abduction?
Thank you, Doctor. That's a relief. Now all I need to do is rest and return to my flock.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
How did you end up in William Bishop's den?
I had received alarming news about his recent behavior. I went to his place and he refused to let me go.
You dared to enter this awful place alone. You're a hero, Mr. Hampton. Or a fool.
I'm just a man trying to help his friends, Dr. Reed. William Bishop was a
Dr.
conflicted soul,
Reed.
searching for light.
No, he wasn't.
Why did he abduct you?
William was an alcoholic. His addiction so...
What is the general situation?
The situation has always been tough, with a lot of tensions between the gangs and the Dockers trade union. The Wet Boot Boys are very nervous since they lost their leader.
Has the gang been threatening you?
Ah, no. I've had this nickname for so long, you know, the sad saint of the East End. No one dares to bug a saint, not even criminals.
Who leads
I might
the
eat
gang
you.
now?
Since Clay Cox went missing, it's his wife Edwina who runs the show, with the assistance of her minion, Booth Digby.
Okay, keep that in mind, I guess.
Do you know Tom Watts, the bartender from the Turtle? I met him before I found you in the canning factory.
Tom? Yes, of course. Always the helping hand, good old Tom. Without men like him, corruption and despair would have wiped out the East End long ago.
Who should I avoid in this part of town, then? Any particularly evil figures?
Not really. Most men and women are just doing their best. And it's not my habit to speak ill of people I know, Doctor.
People are still in despair.
How could it be otherwise? The authorities have left us all to rot in this contagious nightmare. No drugs, no advice, nothing.
What do you do for a living?
What do you do for a living, Mr. Hampton? I can't help but notice the cross around your neck.
I manage a night asylum for the poor and homeless of the docks. And I try to guide the lost and hesitant on the right path to our Lord.
Why didn't you use your cross against William Bishop? To repel him somehow?
That's a very strange question, Doctor. A cross is no magical token, if that's what you were trying to say. Not mine, anyway.
Are you a priest, Mr. Hampton? A deacon, maybe?
Not at all, Doctor. I'm just a man of faith, willing to preach the good word.
Oh my god, I'm gonna call you Alan.
Have you made friends since you arrived?
Not really, but I recognize Miss Harriet Jones. I knew her when she lived by the docks. That poor woman had such a miserable life.
You never came to see her here at Pembroke. Receiving visits when sick can be an important part of the healing process, you know. We're not just bodies.
You're preaching to the converted now, Doctor. To be truly honest, I thought she was dead. She left the docks many months ago.
Many moons ago.
How do you feel, Mr. Hampton? Medically.
Oh, I'm chilly.
I feel exhausted.
Ah.
Beyond exhaustion, actually. William drank so much of my blood in his madness. I feel empty.
Let's get a transfusion up in this bitch.
In blood transfusion, and I'm sure he'll take the best care of you.
Thank you, sir.
I love how I'm going around boasting I'm the new head surgeon and I blood transfuse this and blood transfuse that. I'm like, yeah, I'm not helping you. I'm not helping you. I'm too busy. Jesus, someone else manage it. Like, we have not done shit but rob the place since we got here. Why are the doors locking all of a sudden? I think I unlocked a clue for this chick.
Good evening, Miss Howcroft.
I need blood.
Yeah.
Tell me, Thelma, why do you feel so attached to Mr. Elwood? Why him?
I'm not sure, Doc.
Do you plan to make him a vampire too?
Of course not. How could I inflict my curse on anybody else? I'm not that cruel, Doctor.
Would you say you and Mr. Elwood are romantically involved?
No. No, Thomas is a delicate soul. Even though he disguises it. But I am not the woman he needs. No, for I am a vampire, Doctor.
I wonder, can we break her delusion? Like, can we actually cure her? That'd be cool.
I'll leave you, Mistress of the Dark, to your nocturnal...
I would love to help convince her she's not actually a vampire, and then kill her. I was like, oh, you want to be a vampire, bitch? I'll fucking show you. You want to learn today. Who are you?
Good evening, Nurse Hawkins.
Good evening, Dr. Rick.
I think we've already talked. Any new clues? Nope.
Goodbye, Nurse Hawkins.
I must flee. This hospital has so many entrances. And the only thing in this place is fucking bottles. Right. Every door in London is locked. What's the fucking story like? Where's this other ambulance driver?
It's locked.
Long letter. Well, this is everything's in the big city. Oh fuck, this is a long letter. Okay, I'm not reading this out loud, so I can just read it fast. Okay, it's probably a clue for Pip. Jesus. The wages are shit and it's as boring as a day without a shag. I have a new fiance and no, I'm no slut, you moral bitch. God damn. Sisterly love. Pippa is the cute one. Pippa. Pippa. Here, girl. Does sound like a dog's name, in fairness. Where is this bitch?
What your last thoughts would be, sir?
I cannot enter.
God damn it, this is annoying. Are you the cute one?
Good evening, Nurse Hawkins.
Hey.
Good evening, Dr. Reed.
Oh, wait. Yeah, Pippa Hawkins. There we go.
Pippa, are you sure you want to leave this hospital?
To become a nurse was a little girl's dream. But in the end, I don't feel that useful. I want more. I want to make things change.
You should be proud of what you've achieved. This hospital represents hope for many people in need of help.
Maybe you're right. But at the moment, I feel like we're just a cemetery waiting room.
Goodbye, Nurse Hawkins.
Goddamn, we've spent like the last 40 minutes just fucking talking to people. But, it seems like there's a lot going on, so... Not totally unwarranted. I want to get the clues. I want to figure out who's doing what. I'm supposed to be on the left side, but let's see what loot we got over here. Locked.
It's locked, all right.
Called it. Also locked.
Not now.
Okay, not technically locked, but... I think my office is down here. Wait, when they say second story, do they mean like... up the first flight of stairs or the second? Jesus, I can use a hacksaw as a weapon. God damn. That's pretty interesting. I wonder, can I actually help cure these people?
I cannot enter. This must be the place.
Okay,
It's
my office.
definitely away from prying eyes. Relegated to the shadows. A kingdom of my own. At least I won't be sleeping in a coffin.
This dude is so far up his own ass. Like, goddamn. There is a lot of fucking reading here. Oh! Oh, okay. It's telling me I can erase memories, so maybe I can, I don't know, manipulate the shit out of a couple of the patients and just delete their bad memories, and maybe that guy's pain will go away. Um, I have so many glass vials
The
right now.
flower's dying. It needs water.
Where do I get that? Like the fucking rain? Or... Okay, that seems pretty handy. Watery, sturdy blood. What? Okay, I'm gonna equip the hacksaw. Surely I don't need small bottles for anything. I will save. Maybe I can sell the cheap gin. And I'll recycle these.
William Bishop's blood is much more unstable than human blood and shows extensive mutation. But this is not what happened to me. I must keep on searching. The sun is about to rise. I can feel it. I'll continue tomorrow night. I have so much time now.
I want to go down and talk to this other lad again before I forget, and explore the upper levels of the hospital while I'm here. In fact, I might explore first before I go back downstairs and start talking to people, just so I have more clues and shit. Locked. Oh. Won't even say.
It's locked, all right.
Okay. I think I'm done up here then. Let's check over here.
So little result.
Yo, what's happening?
Good evening.
Let's try and
Evening,
mesmerize
Dr.
him,
Reed.
man. Yeah, you can, like, be easily bended by the looks of it.
Why do you feel responsible for the injury, Thomas? What really happened?
I wasn't disfigured by any German shells. It happened during my leave. It was an accident.
Tell me what really happened then.
I went with a whore in Rouen. Dead drunk I was. The hotel was a shithole. There was a fire that night.
Did you start the fire? Were you trying to avoid going back to the front? That's not uncommon, you know.
No. It's just that I was asleep when the flames reached the room. The girl was long gone. Bitch never woke me up.
Goddamn.
Left me to burn.
Why lie about it?
Come on. It's one thing to come back disfigured by the Germans, and it's another to get injured in an accident that could have happened to anybody.
Reconstructive surgery has been very successful for some soldiers.
I don't want to wear a bloody mask for the rest of my life. I'd rather stay here and just be forgotten.
Shit. Sorry. But I feel like that was kind of bullshitty. I'm gonna try avoid doing that as often as possible. I did say at the very start I wanted to just roll with the punches, but oh my god, why is it so fucking chilly today? God damn. I'm a very nice vampire. I wonder how often I actually need to eat people. But I'm glad I have the experience points to get that stun lock now. It'll be handier to fight in groups. I'm definitely going to use that knowledge to take advantage of you, don't worry about that.
The flower's dying. It needs water.
I want to water the plant. It says there's a window I can like jump out of, but where? Just give me a minute. Okay. Let's go down here and not piss this dude off this time.
It's locked, all right.
Damn it. Of course, I go the long way around.
Good evening,
shit,
Mr.
Dick.
Elwood.
Evening, Dr. Reed.
Oh God.
Tell me, did not. Why luck? Beauty is not everything, Mr. Elwood.
Says Mr. Pretty Face.
Do I really just take control of him here? Can I?
Time had lost its effect on me, but the suffering continues. I wonder why the gossips came here in the first place.
I don't know what I'm doing right now.
Good evening, Mr. Elwood.
Evening, Dr. Reed.
Goodbye for now, Mr. Elwood.
Right, I kind of feel like going outside, I guess. Alright, where's the map? Oh my god. The fucking controls here, dude. Right, what are my side quests? God damn, we just met a lot of people. I don't remember that dude. Well, these people are fine. Oh, my mesmerize level is 1. Okay. Why would I want to use a wooden stick when it has the same amount of damage and same stamina use, but less attack speed? Right. Actually, maybe I will just go upstairs now and rest. Okay. Okay. I get it. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna go rest and end this episode here, since all we've really done is, like, talk to people. And we'll get into a more action-packed episode next episode, I guess. Why do we keep going up the wrong side of the fucking stairs?
It's locked, all right.
And I'll level up my thing now. I just had some rats to eat. Actually, I'm gonna Google real quick how to water my plant, because I want to do that. Vampyr, how to water plant. To save the plant, you'll need water, but finding water for the plant isn't simple. To obtain water, you'll need to head over to the West End district on the border between Whitechapel. This is an area you can't wander into immediately, as it's filled with higher level enemies. God damn it, really? Head to the West End districts. Can't wander in immediately. Level 10 or higher. Once you leveled up, head to the West End and obtain water. Next, return to water the plant in 3 days. The plant will recover and you'll unlock an achievement. So I just need to get water from the West End district and save the plant. Okay. Sounds pretty simple, but it sounds like I can't do it immediately. So what level am I right now? Level 4. Oh god, these fucking ultimates sound cool, man. Your target will causing this to fall and explode the attention. That sounds so fucking cool. Yeah, I think I'd rather get extra life from a bite than doing extra damage. So if I take that and the stun. It's only for 2 seconds. And 3 seconds. Oh my god, that's a lot of blood. It's a lot of fucking blood. 2 seconds can make a big difference, though. I don't really want the 5% heal, but like I'll probably try work it up to like maybe 25%. And again, at like these lower levels, it's probably a little bit more useful. No. Oh, I'm level 6 now, okay. Yeah, and with that, we'll end the stream here, I guess.
If I'm to stay here until my research is complete, I'd better learn to hide my true nature from the mortals. But what about my thirst for blood?
It's a good question, man. Right, next episode, I'm going to come back, I'm going to do the 3 side missions and get some easy level up points before I continue on with the main story. But yeah, if you've watched this on YouTube, I know this was a bit of a slog of an episode because we've literally just been talking to people for the last hour and me kind of figuring some basic shit out. But I feel like it's going to be crucial to the story. This is a story-driven game heavily for the most part, at least from what I can tell. Again, I know pretty little about it, so I'm looking for, I'd say it's by like that water fountain or something I'm supposed to get the water from, because I was told West End by Whitechapel. So yeah, I'd imagine it's from like the border along here or some shit. But anyway, yeah, come back for next episode for some actual action if you're into that. Peace out, dudes. Take care. Have a good day.